I'd like to call to order this meeting of Library Community Service Commission, and it's at 6 o'clock exactly. And I will have Commissioner Joey Martinez. He will help us lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
All right.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, and please be seated. And now Leslie will proceed with our roll call.
Commissioner Larios Fabian, Commissioner Tafoya,
Present.
Commissioner Martinez,
Presente.
Commissioner Cervantes,
Here.
Commissioner Gutierrez Garcia,
Present.
Commissioner Castillo,
Present.
Commissioner Fong.
Here.
We have a quorum. Thank you.
And now is our public comment. If you wish to make a general public comment or comment on specific agenda item, you are encouraged to attend the Library Community Services Commission meeting in person or email. Public comments received have been distributed to the commission and will be entered into the record. Public comments generally are limited to 2 minutes per speaker. I may further limit the time for further comments depending on the agenda schedule. We are now open for public comment on items that are not on the agenda and that are in the City of Salinas subject matter jurisdiction. Comments on agenda items should be held until the items are reached. Are there no comments? We'll move on to our next item, and it's the consent of our agenda, and it's for the minutes received August 13, 2025. Commissioner, do you have any comments? Am I right, Commissioner Benson?
No comments.
No comments.
Thank you. And to my left, Commissioners?
No comment.
Okay. And now we ask for a motion to approve the minutes of August 13, 2025.
I motion.
I second.
On the motion to approve the minutes of August 13, 2025, please respond yes or no. Commissioner Larios Fabian, Commissioner Tafoya,
Yes.
Commissioner Martinez,
Aye.
Commissioner Cervantes,
Yes.
Commissioner Gutierrez Garcia,
Yes.
Commissioner Castillo,
Yes.
Commissioner Fong.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you. Now we come to part with our administrative reports, and we have item number 25-393, updated collection development policy. And we have Deputy Librarian Tim Quaker will deliver the report.
We have updated our collection development policy as per legislation from the state library and the state of California. What you'll see in front of you with the new collection development policy, we made some minor tweaks to some language just to highlight that we have, digital collections now. We're loaning things like laptops to the community. We wanted to highlight that because that's part of a collection. But really what we did is the state library gave every public library a checklist, and we had to put in certain language. And a lot of that language is really establishing libraries as a place for open discourse, having a collection that, reflects all opinions. And that is language that we're required to input. So what we're just looking for is just for you to review this and document with us any sort of feedback for us as well. But there are some certain rules that we do have to follow when we write this, and we do have to have it submitted and approved by the state by January 1st, 2026.
Okay, Commissioners to my left, Commissioner Cervantes, do you have any Questions or comments?
No questions or comments.
Commissioner Linda Castillo?
No questions or comments right now.
Commissioner Joey Martinez?
Hi. Thank you very much for giving that brief description. So in the collection, are there indigenous language sections added to our collection because of the various different types of languages spoken in the region by lots of farm workers and others?
I'm not immediately aware. I know we have quite a large collection at the Cesar Chavez Library that may include some titles, but nothing that I'm immediately aware of right now.
Okay. Is there a way to investigate how that can be added, and also a policy of investigating the region where we are and continually updating the inhabitants and the different languages required to keep them literate in not only English but their own languages?
Yeah, that is definitely something we can look into, yes.
Thank you.
Okay,
No more comment.
thank you. And to my right, Commissioner Nancy Gutierrez
No comments.
and Commissioner Victor Trefoya.
I would like to know a little bit more about the background that went into drafting this language. Who exactly was involved in that process? And yeah.
Yeah, so both myself and Kristen Lundquist wrote this new collection development policy. Most of it is based on what was previously written and previously it was approved in 2019. The language that we included as part of what the state required, the state gave us that language. We were able to craft it a little bit just for tone, but more or less it was a pretty prescribed set of statements that we did have to make. The rest of the adjustments that we made were just improvements, mostly for clarity and mostly just to reflect some new collections that had come up since 2019. For example, our technology collections have grown substantially since 2019, and just highlighting those.
Got it. In your opinion, do you believe there's like a substantial change that occurred when, from what we had to this new policy?
No, in my opinion, there's no substantial change. There's just added clarity.
I do have a question about the implementation of this new policy, and my question is, how will this be, will there be staff training and help with that so they can roll out the policy seamlessly?
Yes, so once it gets approved by the state, then we will be presenting it to staff. We'll make sure that staff are aware of our collection development policy. All of our staff should be aware of it and should be able to speak to it when receiving questions from the public. The state also requires that we post it publicly and have it in a publicly accessible place, primarily on our website, is called out specifically, so that the public can access it and view it and be knowledgeable of it at any time.
Do you anticipate there being additional resources that are going to be required in order to, implement this new policy?
No, we don't see any need for additional resources.
That is all that I have. Thank you.
And we want to thank Deputy Librarian Tim. And I just have one question. How do you pronounce your last name?
Kulker.
Okay, thank you. And thank you for the information. I read through the updated collection development policy, and I don't have any questions, but thank you for presenting it.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now we want to ask if there's any members of the public that wish to make comments on the report. There's seeing none.
I do have a question on that process. So I recently was recently just seen that there's a Zoom option for participants now. So are we checking in on Zoom as well and seeing if there are individuals on Zoom?
That's correct.
That's correct. And Leslie and Devin are monitoring Zoom. So they're making sure that we don't have any people wanting to speak on the item.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you, and we're moving pretty quickly, so now we come to our commissioner report, and Commissioner Nancy Gutierrez, do you have any comments?
Yes. I went to my family and I actually went to the new park, the community park Ensign, grand opening, and it was very beautiful. It was a very nice sunny day, and everybody was enjoying it. We had a lot of people participating, kids running around, and then about a week, 2 weeks after that, I went by with my kid. He really liked it. The spinner tower, that's, I think, the most popular one. But I also encountered something concerning for safety. I saw a screw missing out of place. I picked it up. I give it to Anna right now. And I don't know if it came from something, because I looked around, I didn't see what was the problem. But I want some safety protocols in order for the kids to be very safe. Please. And that's all.
Okay, now to Commissioner Trefoya.
Yes, I do have three things that I'd like to bring up. So for one, I do want to really echo what Commissioner Gutierrez mentioned about her, her experience in seeing that safety issue. And I do want to kind of, invite members of this commission to really go out and see the current circumstances of our facilities, our libraries, our parks, our open spaces, and bringing back, those little, details that you see, if the trash bins are overflowing, if there's a missing screw, if the soap dispenser is not filled. And I think it's essential, because I think this board is somewhat of an oversight to our libraries and community service resources. So it just, it's, important to do. Now, switching subject, I would like to, in the last commission meeting, I requested a incident report, libraries and safety account for the purposes of library and safety and accountability. And I requested 2025 Q1 incident reports, and I would like to, make an additional request for Q2 of 2025 incident reports from our libraries of facilities, exactly like it's been done in the past. I have an example here, if you could see it. We've already seen it. So that's added to the to-do list, Q1 and Q2. And I don't want this necessarily to be a presentation. I just want it to be shown as a consent item. I just want us to be conscious of those numbers and making sure that we're not seeing an uptrend in the amount of incidents that are occurring in our library spaces. That's that on that. And last item that I would like to discuss, and that is, I've been reviewing the agenda items for the Salinas City Council, and on there was an agenda item for the Sherwood Recreation Center. And so that's something that relates to this commission, and it's something that I believe should have our input. And I passed by flyer, a presentation that was given in a different commission that I serve, and it talks about where public input where it happens throughout a project, throughout the project development. And so, as you can see, it's pretty much essential throughout the whole entire project development. And it's especially essential in the beginning phases because that's exactly where you can actually provide feedback and have these plans maybe, altered in some way before it actually, these projects actually start construction. Because after that, it's sorry, too late type of situation. So my second request would be that the schematics, once they're available, be presented to this commission for public input. And I think it would be at the benefit of everybody if this commission provides feedback on that. And that is it for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. And to my left, Commissioner Cervantes.
I don't have anything specific that I wanted to report, but I just remembered on May 6th this year during the city council meeting, we actually had a group of students called CEPTED, which is known as Crime Prevention Through Environmental Design. I encourage you guys to check the public comment section in that video on YouTube for the city council meeting, and you can see feedback from students who did assessments of various locations, including some of the parks in Salinas. So I would encourage that.
And Commissioner, to my left, Linda.
Yes. Well, I would also add that I attended the Ensign Community Park opening, and it was wonderful. One of the things that they did have was the community members could plant the native plants, so that was really exciting to see that we were a part of that next phase that's going to happen. And again, I'm also seeing lots of people as I drive by enjoy the park. It seems like the lot is full, and so just a wonderful addition and that it brings to our community. Other than that, I do want to echo, getting around and seeing the other parks. I have tried to make an effort to go to all the grand openings, but I do need to make an effort also to see the ones that have been around and see what improvements attention that they might need. So I'll definitely keep that in mind going forward. And that's all I had. Thank you.
Now, Commissioner Joey Martinez.
Yes, Commissioner Tafoya, I just want to offer you my support in your endeavor. I am an advocate for public input in all circumstances, so you can count on me for support in that. Just feel free to reach out and let me know what I can do. As far as my report, lots going on. We have coming up on September the 20th, which is 2 Saturdays from now, we have the 2025 Relay for Life, which is in support of the American Cancer Society. I encourage everyone to come out and enjoy that. Bring your families. My mother fell victim to cancer in 2010. So this is 2009, actually. That's something that's very dear to my heart. So I just urge you all to just come out and just lend your support to the community. So we all come together on something that's very important to a lot of us. So that's going to happen September 20th from 4 to 9 p.m. right here in good old downtown Salinas. There's that. And I do want to, I don't even know how to approach this, but from book stacks to parking spaces, how do we do that? Parking in our neighborhoods in the downtown area, and I live very close by, so there are lots of abandoned vehicles left, which leaves a lot of people out of a parking space to either go to work or to attend our businesses that are open for business. If you encounter this, if you encounter an abandoned vehicle or a vehicle that is taken advantage and parking over the allotted 72 hours, there is an app, and it's called Salinas Connect. And what we do is we go in there and we go down to service request, and you go ahead and you put in the address, all the information, make and model, license plate, and the idea is that they come out within a certain amount of time, mark it. If that vehicle is still there, they'll cite it, and if that vehicle is still there, they'll tow it, which will help clear out spaces, which will help people be able to come into our downtown, our District 3 here community and enjoy all the facilities and all the events that we have going on. That's just a comment that I wanted to make. And if you're on the Salinas Connect app and you find that services aren't being given to you in a reasonable amount of time, feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to reach out to the other commissioners of your districts and even city council, so we can help put them and steer them in the right direction. Maybe either give them more funding, or if that funding is being taken advantage of and there's nobody there to use it, maybe take it away and put it where it can be used. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. And for myself, I'll just kind of piggyback on all the commissioners that commented about the grand opening of Instant Park on the August 17, and there were 1,500 people plus there, including myself. And I really appreciate that park. It's not that big right now. It's only 6 acres, but hopefully in the next phases, it will be bigger. And hopefully the trees grow fast and, you know, get some shades. But the critical need for the park to have open space access is good for our community. I did have a comment on the barbecue spaces and how our city handles the uses of it, because I think I hear people saying when they go to parks, they always think about going as first come, first served basis. And I've heard people kind of like pitch up things or get set up the night before. And I don't know if that seems to be an efficient way for us to do that. Because I know with the county parks, you have to pay a reservation fee. And that might be okay as long as it's not astronomical for our city, our community. So that's just my comment on that. And also piggybacking on the problems like finding a screw or something, the city actually has a website or a Connect where you can actually put your problems or requests on there, and supposedly it should be dealt in the order that it's received as far as priority. So I've used it and it's been very helpful for me. So just wanted to make sure that everybody is aware of that. You can go to the city website. It's on there. Any question, problems, there's departments to handle anything that you might have issues with. One last thing, and there's probably not an answer, but I got a letter that Penn Fed is closing. And I don't know if you guys know, but Penn Fed is right next to El Gavilan Library. And there's some kind of agreement with Penn Fed. They're supposed to be paying the city money for the rent. So it's just a comment. If we don't have an answer, but they're supposed to be giving us money to keep that library open. And one last thing is, I actually had the opportunity, I used other parks like Central Park, but my church actually had a little get-together at El Dorado Park. And we were able to use the O section. There's a lot of barbecues there. So that wouldn't be a problem if you wanted a barbecue for a small group there. So that's just my comment. So whatever we can do to inform our neighbors and friends, let us know. Thank you. And now I'm going to turn this time over to our director, Anna Ambriz, and she will give her report.
Thank you. I want to take the opportunity to address some of the questions and comments that were made, but I want to start by just thanking all of you who joined us at the Ensign grand opening. It's an amazing, beautiful space for community. It's a huge milestone, so thank you for joining us and celebrating with us. And then in terms of safety, so as part of our park maintenance route, they check spaces for not only that they're clean, but that they're safe. Thank you for sharing that there's a bolt. It's already on their radar, so they'll come out, they'll check. Anytime you encounter any safety issues, like it was mentioned, you can certainly use Salinas Connect, but you certainly have access to us. So please let us know if you encounter any other issues. And then in terms of engagement, we are huge supporters of community engagement and want to make sure that not only you, but the community as a whole is involved in the projects that we're undertaking. We'll be happy to share renderings of the Sherwood Rec Center. I just want to share that the design phase has been complete, and really the project that was going to get awarded are things like re-roofing, not necessarily, the design of the building. But we'll share those with all of you. And then Director Lundquist will give a more detailed report at the next scheduled meeting. Thank you.
Okay, I just want to have one fun comment, is that at that grand opening, I was able to meet a lot of our community leaders there, council people, the mayor was there, and got a little time to chat with them. But also, Salinas Valley Health was there, and I actually got my blood pressure checked and my A1C. And then there was another table that I won an umbrella for my wife. That was a big thing. So that was a fun day for me. But also, I'm not sure how the parking is situated, because it may be long walks to go to the park, maybe not. But I actually had a shuttle that took me there, took me back to my car. I don't think that's going to be happening all the time, right? So.
It is not, but there are 2 parking lots available at the park. So you can park off Sherwood or off La Posada, depending on which amenities you'd like to use. Maybe that's where you select where to park.
Yes.
Yeah, but the shuttle won't be available. That was only for that celebration.
Thank you, Anna. And I've had people comment about whether there's tennis courts, and I know it's a multi-purpose court and there's basketball courts. So thank you for the information that what we're interested in, we'll go in that area and park there. Thank you. So let's see, are there any other, go to the confirm the commissioner's availability for the October 8th Library Community Service meeting.
The next regular meeting of the Library and Community Service Commission is scheduled for Wednesday, October 8th at 6 p.m. At this time, I will call the roll. Please respond yes if you plan to attend this meeting, or no if you will be unable to attend. Commissioner Larios Fabian, Commissioner Tafoya,
Yes.
Commissioner Martinez,
Yes.
Commissioner Cervantes,
Yes.
Commissioner Gutierrez Garcia,
Yes.
Commissioner Castillo,
Yes.
Commissioner Fong.
Yes.
Thank you.
And at this time, I just want to thank everyone for taking the time to attend tonight's meeting. And if there's no other items or anybody comment anything, could I have a motion to adjourn our meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
Someone second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you. Meeting's adjourned.